Want to know how to build a canvas frame? In this video, I'm going to show you how I use this frame to display some sketch art. And at the end of the video, I will share a featured blooper. Hi, my name is Kim with Kimagine DIY, where I hope to help you imagine the possibilities with DIYs and crafts. If that sounds like fun, consider subscribing. Now let's just jump into the materials that we will need for this project. Here are some of the leftover wood pieces that I'm using for today's project. These were cuts from a larger canvas frame that I made in a different style. Since these mitered edges are different than the frame that I want to build today, I'm actually just going to run them through the chop saw first to get my 45-degree angle where I wanted it. Now that I have all the ends of the wood pieces cut to the miter that I have designed for this project, now I can measure it out. The artwork that I have is 11 by 17, and I want to make it sit right on top of the edge, so it's more of a 3D frame instead of something being encased in a frame. So I actually lined up these two wood pieces and clamped them together since I want them to be exactly the same. And then very carefully cut it with my chop saw. Then of course, I just put it all together to double check that all my corners were correct. Now it's time to assemble the frame. Since this project is super light, I'm just going to glue it together with some wood glue. So you just put the glue on both sides of the pieces, clamp it together, and wait at least 30 minutes for it to be clamped. Then I moved it over to the next joint. And then for the last two, I did it at the same time. Since once you glued one side, you won't be able to move the other one. Then I took a sanding block and lightly sanded the entire frame. Got rid of any of the wood glue that spilled over and any really sharp edges on the corners. Then I am going to stain just the outer edge because that's all you're going to see for my project. And don't forget to wear gloves because this can get everywhere. And then I'm just using a small paintbrush that I usually use for staining. Here's a caricature that I wanted to look more elegant than it just being taped to my wall. It actually came with this cardboard backing, which was perfect. So at first I glued the artwork onto the cardboard and used my brayer to smooth the glue out so it wouldn't get the paper all bumpy. And I used the plastic envelope that it came in to protect it as I was using my brayer. Then I put glue all over the frame and did the same thing. Used the brayer to smooth out all the lines. And then I just put a couple books on top of the perimeter to put some pressure and let it sit overnight. Also, you just want to make sure once you put your artwork down that the artwork lines up and all of the four corners. So I just had to keep moving it till I found a perfect spot. Here's the finished product. I am so happy at how it turned out. It definitely made this artwork look so much more elegant, and it was quite a simple project in itself. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to watch the blooper at the end, and I will see you guys next week. Step by step on how I built it, actually for a